Birdbox Podcast. This is the summer holiday edition. Yay! I'm John, otherwise known as Mr. B's Yarn on Instagram.
I'm Claire, also known as BirdstreetUK on Instagram, and Clary B on Ravelry.
And I'm Becky, and I am Bexy Mums on Instagram, and you can find us all as the Birdbox Podcast on Instagram.
That's the one. Okay. So in this episode, we are going to talk you through some of the works in progress, tell you what's been going on during the month of July. I can't believe that July has gone already. Almost. But you've got a birthday coming up as well at the end of July, so it's not all over yet.
I don't really want another birthday, but there we go.
Presents.
I want presents.
That's good.
You want a present from me?
I do.
Sounds good.
She already knows what it is.
I wonder what it could be.
And two of us are making the most of it being the school summer holidays as well. So for me though, this is my last ever summer holiday. Because the big news is that I have handed in my notice and they are appointing a successor to me as a head teacher because I finish at Christmas. And from then on,
Mr. B's all the way.
Mr. B's all the way. So look out for us at festivals next year, hopefully. That's the plan, as well as some other things. So I will still be doing a bit of work in schools, but we'll no longer be a head
Christmas he's going to
teacher.
look 10 years younger.
Yeah, probably.
10 years younger, but
Yeah, quite a lot poorer.
Yeah, a lot poorer at the same time. So
I'm still
never
really
mind.
jealous.
Yeah, 26 years.
26 years in education, 15 as a head teacher, and time for a change.
Enough's enough.
So time for a change.
Makes me feel slightly scared that I've only done 6.
Yeah.
No, one way to go yet.
Yeah,
So.
I feel like I've done every bit of it with you.
So what have we been up to over July?
Oh, we had a knitty friend come to visit, didn't we? We're all about the meetups lately.
Oh, it was so lovely.
Lovely Nicola from Bumble Stitches
did.
came to Bristol on a business trip. We got presents. We went for a lovely little. It was a gorgeous evening. We went for a lovely little walk around Bristol Harborside, which is just the best place in the world in lovely weather.
Sure, I felt so proud
really lovely.
when she came
Yeah.
down because Bristol just did
There
us
was
proud.
the
The sun was
Matthew sailing
shining.
around the harbour.
Oh, it was
there was some of the new
beautiful.
grommet and Wallaces.
Yeah, we had lovely coffee and
It
a
was perfect
funky cafe.
fish and chips, a beer.
Yeah, it was a lovely evening. We had a really nice time with Nicola.
We did very little knitting. In fact, I was the only one who knit, and I frogged that. So,
Oh,
but that didn't make a difference. It was lovely to see.
When we sat on those chairs, they were so uncomfortable. I couldn't concentrate on knitting at the same time.
They were like it's like sitting in a shopping trolley.
It was like
where were you?
It was the M shed bar.
The M shed,
And they were
okay.
like, it was like chairs made out of
Christ.
shopping trolleys, so you could feel like all your bits of, like your thigh
Flesh.
poking through like
much.
sausages on a barbecue.
Just too much information, I think. Okay.
When I stood up, I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna have like all weird like
Lines.
marks going back on my leg.
Oh, it was so uncomfortable. It was unbelievable. But they don't like you to hang around for long.
But
Apparently.
it was fun. It was really nice.
They might have had a little cider and
Yeah,
it was
Cool.
really good.
so that was nice.
It's lovely to see.
Yeah, but otherwise this has been all work really.
A lot
The
of work.
events.
Yeah, a lot of work. I've been loving the dyeing though actually, so I'll tell you a bit about that a bit later. Show you some of the fade kits that are in the shop. Really loving a couple of combinations we come up with this time round. And it's great to see some of our yarn being knit as well by many different people, including Hohi as well. That was amazing.
Pretty
So
damn
really
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, do you know, I think I'm going to leave you two to talk about your knitting.
Okay.
I'm going to come back a bit later on, but change from this episode is that I won't be doing my little Mr. B section in the middle there somewhere, because instead I'm hoping over the holidays to put together a short video podcast just about top tips for photography. So I will come back and we'll look at showing some of the yarn.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, and hopefully these episodes are going to start being a little bit closer together this holiday.
Yeah. If we can do them every couple of weeks, then we will. Okay.
Cool.
See you soon.
Right, so FOs.
Okie
Let's start with these. I think these were very nearly a finished object on the last episode. I think I was only getting towards the toes and heels. So,
I love them.
this pattern is the Misty Mountains sock by Yarnia Designs. I've actually worked it upside down because Hannah works her patterns toe up and I work top down. So So the yarn is hedgehog fibres in
You can tell. You
Crybaby.
can tell it's
Look at the yellow speckles.
soft. The yellow is incredible.
And then the heels and toes are a mini, I don't think they had a name, by West Green Loft Yarns that I picked up at Unravel. I just thought it went really nicely. It was just really
So
flutter and pretty.
I remember that. You kept walking past the store and in the end you were like, yeah, I have to get those minis.
Yeah.
They were so
Yeah.
nice.
I bought a fair bit from there.
And
I love Becky's yarn, it's so pretty. And then I did a 1x1 twisted rib, which I think is what the pattern called for.
Okay.
I can't remember. And the toe,
really lovely.
it's actually a little bit of a variation on the normal toe I do, which is just like a rounded, I don't know, what do you call it? Just a rounded toe,
Yeah,
isn't
just
it?
rounded toe. You've done the like umbrella type one.
Yeah, it's like an umbrella type one, but I've done a little modification to it, which if you watch this space, you might see somewhere quite soon. I'll talk about that more another time. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with those. I have been calling them the Misty Valley socks because I worked it upside down, so they're more valleys than mountain.
Oh yeah, you could imagine.
Genius here didn't actually realise that you could just turn the chart upside down, but
They're totally unique.
but I love them.
They're
And I'd
so
definitely be
pretty.
making more. They were really addictive. I couldn't put them down.
Yeah.
So it was a really nice pattern, nice and easy to remember.
I love it when you get a pattern, you can get it in your brain, you can just...
And they look so nice on. I do love a lacy sock. It takes me back to childhood.
Yeah, it's so pretty. So
Right then, and then my next FO. I've just realised I've not sewn any ends in yet.
Can you technically call it an FO?
Yeah, well, it is.
I'm
I'd tuck in the ends and wear
tuck
it.
them in, exactly.
So it's another 3-colour cashmere cowl. Now this was intended to be a Christmas present, but I've fallen a little bit in love with it, so I think I might have to keep it.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Drops Baby Merino as usual.
It's
I could
lovely.
tell you the colours, but I can't remember. They'd all be numbers anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just like really.
Still got glasses on.
I know. I've always got sunglasses on my head this time of year. Covers up the roots and the braids. So wearable.
Yeah, really pretty.
So I think I'm going to keep this one.
Yeah, it's lovely. Our mum's making one at the moment.
Yeah,
it's really lovely.
Like zingy colours.
And do you know what she's done? She's jogged the stripes.
Yeah,
and it's
she
perfect.
did what I couldn't do on the last one. This one, I just knit them like normal and it's better.
Yeah. But
If you remember the one...
They're perfect. I've never seen it knit.
Yeah,
so
well, it doesn't look
perfect.
like jogs at all. But she did what I said on the pattern, and when I did that, it was horrendous. So it must be something to do with gauge.
Yeah, it's got to be to do with the attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's lovely. It's coming on really well.
And then finally... God. Right, if our cousin Emily's watching, look away now, please.
Go away, Emily.
Go away. Because I know she does sometimes.
That's a really horrible thought. I think that our family watch.
Well, the actual people watch.
I
It's
know,
a bit
I
weird,
know.
isn't it?
I'm just sat here in the kitchen.
Right, this is another bonbon bunny. Look how
So
cute.
cute.
Hello, everyone.
That's so cute.
Look how sweet
It's
it
the
is.
towel. Oh,
Oh, the tail, I know. Look at that little tail.
that is ridiculous.
So this bonbon bunny is a free pattern, isn't it? By No Knit Sherlock.
Is it free?
I think. I say. Or if it wasn't free, it was cheap.
Alright, okay.
I can't remember now.
Oh, it's so
But
long
that's
since
the
I've bought it.
second one I've knit, and I love it. It's so clever. The construction is amazing. You sort of knit all the bits, and then you join all the bits onto the body as you knit that
Yeah,
and the
it's
head.
all knit in, so you don't have any.
And you just get this
joins
lovely
to-
like floppy limbs, and he's so cute.
Oh, yeah.
I knit him in Erica Knight BFL,
And
which I got
it's
from Woolbag.
Absolutely
It's got
gorgeous.
such a cute, like, it's got a little fuzzy halo on it.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And
that
it's so
yarn.
soft. You're not a BFL fan, are you?
Not for
Really?
Not knitting sock weight yarn. I
okay,
just
yeah.
find it a bit scratchy on my hands.
But this, oh, it's so soft. It is 100%
It is beautiful.
BFL.
It's really, really lovely.
DK
I would
weight.
like to knit with that, the DK weight.
And actually on the pattern, it doesn't actually give you a yarn weight
No.
or a needle
No.
size. So I think I did this on a 3.25
Okay. Yeah, it's a nice
in DK.
dense fabric,
Yeah.
and you don't want
Yeah.
the stuffing to show
Yeah.
through.
So I just love
Oh,
him. So
he's
this is
very
for our
beautiful.
cousin Arthur's first birthday in a couple of weeks. I think he'll love it. He'll get thrown about a fair amount.
A lot.
And probably sucked to death.
Yeah,
But
probably.
Arthur will love him. I know
Arthur
he
will love him.
He
He'll drag
will
him
absolutely
around. You will throw him.
I feel like
He
that
likes
ear
to
might need.
throw.
Oh no, look.
What?
We've got an ear situation here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go.
How did that
Mend
happen? You must have.
It's alright, he's probably
Got the
flopped
stitch.
his ears around a bit much.
Yeah.
I might have accidentally cut it when I was cutting.
But yeah, it looks like you have.
It's
fine.
I got
Sew it
spare.
in. It's not a problem.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Not a problem.
Leave them on there.
Yeah, we'll put them on there. We'll do some surgery later.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all
I'll
right.
give you anaesthetic. It's fine.
Poor bonbon.
Oh.
I've got more plans for another one of these.
I
Right.
have only a finished object. There are only a couple of these left in the shop now, but I made some Peter Rabbit drawstring bags. Just quite like, there's no interfacing, just a plain lining. Nice wide box bottom. Again, I like a wide bottom. Actually, this one for some
Make your
reason,
bags in your own image.
I forgot to put the label on, so it's inside. Oh, you're rude. Yeah.
I love the green ribbon with it. It's
Yeah.
so cute.
This was Stampin' Up ribbon. It's just such good quality.
Yeah.
I used
Use it up.
Stampin' Up ribbon. So yeah, I've got a few of those left in the shop, but they've been quite popular. So that's the only thing I've actually finished.
Lovely. Right then.
But I've
Whip.
got quite a few whips. So the first one is Britannia that everyone's knitting at the moment. Some people say Tegna. I did look it up because actually it's a place between Switzerland and France. It's called Tegna, and I did Google Translate. So it's really, really lovely. It's a really nice, intuitive pattern. I'm enjoying that. And I decided maybe it was about time I knit something out of Mr. Bichard. So I decided to make up some French Earl Grey, which I love. I love it. So that's coming on nicely.
It's a bit of a departure for you, isn't it?
It is.
That sort of pink
I'm not
colour.
pinky and girly particularly, apart from the pink dress I'm wearing today.
Yeah.
So that's how far I've got so far, but I'm loving the way the yarn is turning out. The pattern's really lovely. It's really intuitive. It's enjoyable to knit. Yeah, it's really nice. So that's that. You can see a nice lacy pattern there. So that's as far as I've got.
And it'll be winter by the time you finish it.
Well, probably knowing me, yeah. So that's that one. I'm using my Licker needles, which I love, and it's 3.75. I couldn't get gauged with the needles that it said on the pattern, but lots of people have said the same thing.
Yeah, quite a thin.
So I think it was 3.25 it calls for, and I've had to go to 3.75.
Doesn't it say in the pattern something about her having an unusual gauge or something?
Right, well, it just says lots of people got
Yeah.
different gauge with different needles, so work it out yourself, basically.
So you can't go over.
So I think I went up an each and I went down a size. So yes, so that's good. That's in my Tudor Rose crafts bag with all my pins on.
Very nice. Right, my next whip is in my new project bag that Nicola gifted to us. This was her blue jeans kit that she did with Holly from Paper Stories.
So lovely.
I love that she went and just bought loads of old jeans from charity shops.
Oh,
so we've got
that's
a
good.
proper, really
And do you know what as well? She's
sturdy denim.
clearly washed them all and ironed them, and this bag smells so lovely. I don't know what.
I can't say I hadn't.
I've been there every time. I don't know what
But it's
laundry
got
tablet she
gorgeous,
uses, but it's lovely.
Gorgeous Liberty top. We were so surprised to get these.
Oh,
They were so
I was
lovely.
absolutely
I'll show you the
blown
yarn a
away.
bit later.
Beautiful. Yeah, I've forgotten to bring the yarn out. That's stupid.
Okay, so in here is living my Salcombe shawl.
Oh
Again.
my word!
Again by my friend Hannah of Yarnia Designs.
Oh my word, that yarn.
So, the grey is, dreamy. It's Flock on the Plain.
Oh, it's so
I'll bring the tag
soft.
a minute. Flock on the Plain, the Bath collection. It's 75% merino, 25% silk. And it's Dorian, the colourway, and there's 400 metres to 400 grams. It's
400
just,
grams,
yeah. It says, oh no, it says 100 grams. Now, why is confusing? It says length 400 grams.
Okay.
100 grams, 400 metres. And then the
that
colours
insane.
is Nebula
Oh,
by Easy Knits.
Oh,
On
my
their
word.
100% merino fidget singles.
Look
First time I've ever knit with singles.
at that. And this is one you
gorgeous.
almost bought.
Yeah, I really wanted.
Unravel and then
Didn't
regretted.
I still had to have it.
Not buying.
Yeah, so it's lovely. It's got these like
Oh my
sections
gosh.
of eyelets and stockinette, and then it's got these little sort of feather and fan type sections. I'm just coming on to another one of those, and then
So
there's sort of a
pretty.
big feather and fan border. But I'm really enjoying knitting it. I was really excited for the pattern to come out, so I bought it as soon as the pattern came out and got started straight away. And I was with Hannah when I bought the yarn for it, which was really nice.
Oh, that's so lovely.
So yeah, I'm enjoying knitting on that one. I'm considering this yarn for Like a Cloud.
Oh,
because I don't want to do lace and
no.
But it would just be so drapey.
It's really gorgeous. Shiny, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got a really lovely sheen to it.
Yes. So.
Very nice.
A lovely one.
Well, in my beautiful bag by Bumble Stitches, and the yarn was from Polly, isn't it? At Paper Stories.
Her name's Paula, but I think
she's called Polly. Okay. I've forgotten to bring the yarn out with me, which is really stupid because it matches. So, was I doing these last time? Can't remember.
I think so.
So I've made little tube socks for Freya, which match my socks with my twisted lemon. One of a kind.
You've done like a slip stitch detail.
I did a little slip stitch detail.
I love doing that with stripy yarns.
Yeah, it was really, really pretty. I don't know if it's focusing or not.
It makes
it feel like on your face.
Knits itself.
It does. It's lovely. So yeah, I'm part way through the second one.
Oh, excuse me, my stomach's making all
really
kinds of
enjoying
noises.
Lovely.
At least I'm not clearing my throat constantly.
Yeah. Sorry about all the throat clearing last time. She has been poorly, and she's been poorly
I had
again.
laryngitis last time. This time I've had pharyngitis, I think. So
first day of the holiday, she couldn't get out of bed. Typical. Right,
come along, Tweedledee. Let's move on. Right, in my gorgeous Tweedy BirdstreetUK bag, which I haven't used for ages.
I love it.
I have got,
that's my favourite bag.
I love these. Sorry, this is the Yarnia Design Share.
It really is.
Hannah, you don't need to plug your own patterns on your podcast because I'm doing it all for you. So this is the Cottage Garden Sock pattern, which Hannah was very kind and gave me and Claire a copy each. I'll get a bit closer. So I'm doing this on a shorty sock. Is that focused in? I can't say.
Yes, it is.
I'm doing this on a shorty sock, so I'm not doing the back detail, and obviously again I'm working it the opposite way to Hannah, so my leaves go down the foot instead of up, but never mind. But look how pretty.
It's so pretty.
The yarn is Melba that Claire dyed.
I like the tone at the back. I love it.
It's interesting actually, and it's so differently to the way you think. It's a lot paler actually,
yeah.
And slightly inspired by Amy
very
from
tonal.
Little Tailoress, because she was doing a pair in a very similar colour, and I just
very tonal.
So I'm just going to tap the screen a minute because it's focusing like up over my shoulder.
Yeah,
it's really annoying me. That's better.
So
yeah, I started that on, what day is it? Sunday morning. I did all of that on Sunday.
Yeah, you didn't feel like
I didn't feel very well, so I just sat in it, and it won't be much longer till that's finished because it's a shorty. So.
Oh, it's really pretty. I love
lovely. I'll definitely be making more of those. I love it. It's virtually vanilla because it's only like a little stitch pattern on one side, and the
we need
rest
to
is
get on with that one.
Stockinette.
So my next whip is one I'm really enjoying, and I'm using Malabrigo.
Yes.
And it's the Makita.
No, is that one?
Is it
Malabrigo? Yes, it is.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, that was Madeline Tosh, isn't it?
This is Madeline Tosh.
It's something. No, this one was something to do.
It's with Heaven and Earth. It's called Heaven and Earth in Spanish. But it's Makita, and so they're singles basically. This is a Madeline Tosh. Tosh Light Merino, something like that. But it is actually quite a lot thicker than this one, but it's fine. It's working well together. This one's in the horoscope colourway, and really they're working really nicely together. So you hold those for me.
Camera's assistant.
Wow. Please don't fall off. So
that's gorgeous.
This is the Lavetta shawl, which I keep banging on about,
and you can tell an Amber O'Brien pattern straight away, I reckon.
Yeah,
your signature stripe.
So it goes off and extends out to one side.
I love that striped look. It's really nice and it keeps you interested.
Yeah, but it's really subtle as well. It's very simple. It's a 4-row repeat.
Yeah.
And you keep going. I have made a little boo-boo here, but we won't talk about that.
No.
And then, as I get through the decrease sections, what I'll then do is stop using the Malabrigo one, and then I will start striping in the denim
Are you going to stripe that in,
colourway.
are you?
Yeah. I'm going to stripe it in towards the end.
Yeah.
And then it will become the lace section.
Yeah.
Which I've just dropped on the floor. It will become the lace section at the end. So you can see it there. Oh, can you? Yeah, there. Yeah, eventually. But that's the Locatelli shawl. Amber O'Brien, and it is lovely. And I love the way it's styled on there with the knot and everything in it. So I'm really enjoying it as well, and it's something you can just pick up and I can knit that while I'm in the car or sat chatting with people, which is probably what I should have done this morning when we went out for a coffee instead of taking a lacy one with me.
Yeah, that was clever. Sorry, excuse me.
Really nice, so soft. I love knitting with singles so much.
I'm a definite convert.
Oh, I love it. It's just so squishy and nice, but I'm loving the colours, and obviously the yarn's really special to me from our niece and her husband. And that is in my lovely charity bag, my Nikki bag, my lovely Nikki bag.
Aww, gotta love a Clara bag.
We have.
Right, my next whip is in one of my favourite Pixie Yarns bags. I love this bag. I take it everywhere with me. It's my travel.
And it fits inside my bag.
Yeah.
My bag had a little baby bag in it this morning.
Honestly, we're not sad at all.
No, we're not at all.
Right, this is barely worth showing because I only started it yesterday and did about 5 minutes on it this morning.
So cute.
But I found my Christmas Boxo socks, which lives beside my bed at the moment. And in it I'd put all of my Christmas yarns to sort of stash them away for a little bit. I was sort of beginning to think about getting them back out because I've got 7 pairs and I want 12 by Christmas. So, but these probably aren't going to be for me. These are just some leftovers.
Oh, it's nice.
Of Gingerbread House by Clare and Beki.
No, I'm the gingerbread man.
Oh, I'm the gingerbread man, sorry.
That's the one.
I don't know. So I'm just doing another little shorty pair. I love this because it knits up like a spiral, so it really keeps your interest. And I started that because I think me and Mum are going to go see Mamma Mia at some point, so I needed some cinema knitting. Stop it, we're not inviting you or something. She'll have no fun when she sees it.
I could think of a million things I'd rather do. That's all my whips.
Is that? I've got one more. So excuse me. Fading point. So my mojo's a bit slow on this, but that's alright, I don't mind. I find my mojo's a bit weird lately. I've not really found a lot of projects that I've been like, oh, I really want to work on that, really want to crack on with it. No, I've not been well. I've been knackered. Work's been mental. It literally was, it was full on up until the second to last day. And then something happened which made it full on until the very last minute when I was feeling really ill as well. So, yeah, I at least 3 nights last week I didn't knit, and that is so unusual.
That's not like you.
So unusual. Anyway, so pattern pictures are rubbish because my printer's rubbish, but there's Hohi with her fading point. John very kindly dyed me up a really gorgeous fade, which I know lots of you bought as well, called Quick Quick Slow. And I have actually just faded in the first colour. Actually,
so pretty.
Having said I've been slow on this, I did have a false start.
Okay.
Because I knit it on a smaller needle.
Oh, okay.
Thinking,
it'd be
it's big.
Yeah.
But actually my gauge is really tight, so that was silly. It was coming out tiny.
Oh, okay.
So actually I've ended up going, instead of a 3.75, doing it on a 4.
Oh, it's fading really nice.
But it's fading beautifully. It's like absolutely seamless. And actually her method for fading is really nice. I've only done Andrea Mowry fades before, which I love, obviously.
And she's changing again.
But this is a slightly different.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's a different kind of fade, and that yarn
so
is
nice.
just seamless. So, yeah, I am excited to get a bit more into it now.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to fading the second colour on the second half.
Oh, that would be really lovely.
But yeah, I love it. The lace is lovely. There's only a couple of rows of lace every now and again, so lots of it is pretty vanilla. So yeah, and that yarn's just gorgeous to knit with, obviously.
I've still got my starting point on the go, but I've just decided actually it's quite big at the moment, and it's been so hot, and I'm so clammy all the time. I just don't want all that fabric all over me. So I've decided it's going to hibernate until the autumn, and then I will get my mojo, because it's more than halfway through. In fact, it's probably 2/3 of the way through. It'll fly.
Yeah, if you get your mojo back on it in, say, September, you'll be able to wear it as soon as the weather
That's it, it will fly. So the only other actually kind of, work in progress I've got is some spinning. So I've spun up this. It's beautiful. So it's Polworth, Shetland and Silk by Cat and Sparrow UK. It's called Green Room.
That is a lovely colour.
And it's really lovely. Really, I thoroughly enjoyed spinning that. It's been beautiful. So both of the bobbins are ready, and I might play this later. Sit in front of the TV for a couple of hours and make some yarn.
Something good on telly tonight.
Is there?
I think it is. Oh, Long Lost Family.
Oh, I love
it's
that.
Blub Night. Oh, and Love Your Garden.
Just
Blub Fest.
Oh, I'm gutted though, because we're with Virgin and they've just lost Dave and Gold, so we can't watch Taskmaster. And do you know what they've replaced it with?
What?
Premier Sports HD.
Right, ditch it.
Furious.
Right, you and John can come over and watch Taskmaster on Sky Plus, and maybe you'll have to just sit on the bed and watch it.
Yeah, sit on the bed and watch it with you. I love Taskmaster.
Oh, it's my favourite. I was watching a repeat the other night of the Champion of Champions when they had to make an edible mask.
Oh,
and it was so funny. Bob Mortimer had put whipped cream all over his head and stuck what's this? He was just sitting there and he had these like big boggly eyes. What's this?
I love Bob Mortimer more than I can say.
So funny. And Alex Horn had to like lick it straight off their faces. I was crying.
Did you
I seen it
the
before
one
and I was
this
laughing.
time when Lisa Tarbuck made Alex Horn sit on a cake without his pants on? Oh, it's very funny.
You gotta watch it. It's very
love
funny.
Taskmaster. It's the best program on telly.
Very funny.
I absolutely love it. It just makes me cry laughing.
Oh dear.
Anyway,
back to the knitting.
I was going to say something else, but I can't remember now. It's all gone. So are we going to do dream?
Well, yeah, do that. Yeah, go with that.
I was knitting on my Harry Potter socks.
Oh, they've gone.
And I'd got through 4 repeats, but my hands have been very painful, and I'm really, really struggling knitting with small needles. And so I thought I could kind of do 4 repeats and then knit a plain foot, or knit down just with the cable, just the straight cable bits. And then I didn't love them and I put them on, and they really were the wrong size for me. They were too tight, and I should have knit them the next size up. And so I'm afraid they look like that.
That's alright, because you can't love every project.
No, and it was a lovely pattern. Jessie Marie makes, and I would recommend you do.
And you do them again in a bigger size.
Oh, I would do them in the bigger size. But then once I'd ripped them out, I was like, I can't cast on any new socks really. This at the moment. This is dream knitting. But I did get the Galliano socks by the lovely Tracy Miller of the Grocery Girls, and they are rather lovely looking. And I've had this for a really long time.
Whoa!
So now my dream is to wear yellow, but I don't think I can get away with it.
No, I don't think I can. I love it, but what is it? Because I've
No,
seen
I did
other
it.
people with dark hair.
It was one of the first ones I ever dyed, and it's on Sparkle.
I look a bit jaundiced.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
It's not good.
Really work. It's like the new one we've got, the Ray.
Oh, he's taking it away.
I just love it so much, and I wish I could wear yellow, but
no, yes,
yellow socks is fine.
Wearing it on your feet, yeah.
But it's sparkly. It's got Stellina in it, and it's one I dyed a very long time ago. Don't even know what. I never had a name. I think I wanted some like Malabrigo ochre. Malabrigo socks.
I love that.
I
just can't knit socks out of it because it's got no nylon content, that's it.
No, I've got mine in my exploration station.
I used it for something and I can't remember what.
But I would like to knit some socks, but at the moment I'm really struggling with that, so it will happen one day.
Have I got any dream knitting? I've got a couple of things, intentions for stash. Oh, I've got a test knit coming up. I'm doing a test knit for Hannah's new shawl.
Ooh.
And maybe a spot of designing. So I've wanted to do a sock design for a little while. I thought, I'm getting established enough as a sock knitter that I could do it, and it would just be a nice little project for my summer. So I did actually sit down over the weekend with a stitch dictionary and a notebook, and I've got some ideas in my head. I've sort of sketched a few things out, so watch this space. It might not. Well, it won't. I can tell you, it won't be very soon anyway, because I'll give you a little sneak peek. It's a slightly winter theme. I'll talk more about it when it's a bit further along. At the moment, it's a swatch about that long.
It was a bigger swatch. Did you have to unpick it when you realised you were knitting it in the rain? And...
Well, yeah, I did one, and I was like, oh, the pattern doesn't look like in the book, and then I realised the book had a right side and a wrong side, and I was knitting in the rain, so when I was purling, I should have been knitting, so that's fine, that's part of the process, and I'm quite happy to go through that. And actually, I just decided I didn't want that design anyway. So
okay, well that's fine then.
Part of there, and I found another one that was better.
Oh, good.
Yeah, now I'm just doing a lot of maths with numbers.
I can't
really annoying when a stitch pattern is like for a repeat of 8 plus 7 and you're doing 64 stitch sock, but there we go. We shall see.
You didn't go to uni for nothing.
Yeah, but I didn't do maths at uni.
So then tell me what you intend to do with all this loveliness I see before us.
My pretties. Well, a couple of weeks ago, what was I doing? I know. I was going to Bath Spa for the day. Oh, so nice. And while I was there, I couldn't resist popping into Warbath just because it's there and it's local and I can have a little stroke of Toby because she's so gorgeous. I picked up some blank Chester Wool Company, which is what Clare and John use. Fabulous yarn. Yeah. This is a DK coloured Donegal neps.
Oh, I love
so
it.
So it's, in theory, undyed.
Why? Yeah, you wouldn't need to
but
dye
you don't
it,
need to. And I thought this would make another perfect bonbon bunny.
I love it.
And that would be quite a good neutral baby gift to have in the wings because it's got like pink, blue, yellow, and green neps. So
it's so lovely.
Just really cute, and it's so soft. It is 100%. No, it's not. It's 85% merino, 15% coloured net. So it's just super, super, super soft and bouncy.
It is so squishy.
And while I was there, I had to pick up another skein of Xenon just because. It's just fab. So
cute knits.
Yeah. And it's literally, it is that bright.
Oh, it's so lovely.
But what made my day was when I went in and bought it, I was chatting to Laura who owns the shop. And she's like, oh, this is my favourite colour. And I said, oh yeah, I bought it because I saw it on your Instagram stories and I needed it. And I said, I've already knit a pair of 2 colour socks in it. And she was like, oh yeah, I remember, I've seen them on Instagram. And I was like, oh, famous. Oh. Which is really nice. And those were my favourite socks. Right, then, I've got the yarn that came with
I've left
our Paper Stories kits from Nicola.
Lovely.
So I had the pinkier one.
And I had the bluier one, obviously.
Yeah. I love that blue though, that little mini. Yeah, that's so pretty. It's very similar to that colour of bonbon.
Very denim, isn't it?
Yeah, and that also came with a tea bag, didn't it? And this little bag of light bulb pins, which I've got all the way around my really handy. They're so useful. So yes, I've got that one, and then I've also got. I think this was possibly it's the last week of term. I'm really stressed. I need to treat myself. As you do.
Oh, it's so lovely.
Yarny Love had an update, and I think it was last weekend, and I've knit with their yarn once and it was such lovely quality. I just remember it being really, really, really nice to knit with. And I hadn't seen an update for a while, so when I saw they were having one, I was like, right, setting an alarm on my phone. So I bought this one, which is called Cupcake. Look at those speckles.
Amazing speckles.
I'm not usually like a lilac-y sort of person, but
no, I'm not. But
that sort of lime green and pink with it. So.
It's funny, in real life you wouldn't wear any of those colours.
No, but socks.
But you go,
that would make such a fab pair of socks. And then this one, I had to buy this, and then I thought, right, it's got to be in DK because this is going to be another bonbon.
I love their branding. It's not
their typical yarn branding.
I love it.
Wild Wool. I think she's Alice E17 on Instagram. I've been following her for ages, but I've not actually bought any of her yarn before. This is called Speckled Rainbow Squid. Look at those colours and the black speckles. It's just so cool.
Amazing.
I've got a feeling this is black light reactive, so if you hold it under a UV light.
Oh, okay. Might glow.
Yeah.
It just glows anyway.
It's just gorgeous.
It is lovely.
And it came with these two cute little,
It's very generous.
A stitch marker and a progress keeper of a squid and a fib.
That's amazing.
I don't know if you see that, but they're really pretty. So yeah, thank you, Alice. I absolutely love it and I cannot wait. It arrived when I was poorly, so it was quite nice, but then I was like, I'm too poor. Yeah, this arrived when I was poorly and I was a bit disappointed that I couldn't even get up and cake it.
So what's it going to be?
It's going to be another bonbon bunny.
That will be an amazing bonbon
Another
bunny.
family baby. maybe for Christmas or first birthday. But yeah, so when I was in bed ill, I just sort of sat and streamed it. It was very, very pretty.
That's the thing, just yarn just brings you comfort.
It's just fun, it's just
Enjoy it, makes you happy. Exactly. It doesn't have to be anything. Not right now.
But
Just
it will be
bring
pretty
you joy.
soon. Especially because it's the summer holidays and I actually have time and energy to knit.
Exactly. I've made a couple of purchases.
Go for it.
I'll get this one out of the way first. So,
What the hell is that?
our local Pound World is going out of business, sadly.
All of them Pound World are
Yeah.
in business.
And it was £5 and it was down to £2.50.
That
and
is
it
the weird thing about Pound World though, it's not a pound.
No, it was £5. But it is acrylic wool, mohair and polyester. So we've got a bit of everything in there. It feels a little bit
I tell you what, that
squeaky.
would make quite a nice birds with a feather shawl.
Well, I was thinking like featherweight cardigan or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a little bed cardigan or something. I'm not again. Peach. I don't know.
I think you can wear it.
Do you think I can get away with that? But it's just pretty. Whenever I see anything like this, lovely and fluffy and delicate, and I always think of Amy, little Taylor Ass, because she's just
Peachy.
she's
pretty.
just delicate and beautiful and lovely.
Yeah.
I want to be her. That is never going to happen.
Knitting crush.
I have, yeah. I don't suppose I'm the only one.
I tell you what, that would go with that. You could make a birds with a feather shawl.
Oh,
I want to knit one of those so bad.
but the boho blush looks really nice.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
with the boho blush.
So this is my first purchase of Lay Family yarn.
I need to buy some Lay Family.
Oh, Stella, we're podcasting.
What's up?
This one is called Bruised Peach.
That is pretty. Oh, now the phone's ringing.
Yay! No, it's very pretty.
I love Kelly's ball bands. They're really
Really pretty. It's really, really nice. And so that is 75.25, 100 grams, 425 meters. So yeah, excited.
Very nice.
That was nice to get that. It felt like a treat, but it does go with that, and that would. Oh my gosh! Too many ideas, not enough time. And then my lovely friend Rachel, Cat and Sparrow. I'm going down to help her on Thursday, get ready for Fibre East, get her stall up together. I usually end up weighing tons of silk.
Mm-hmm.
We were at Guild last week and somebody had asked her to bring some fibre along, and we made her carry up 3 flights of stairs in our clock tower that we meet in, and she had all her lovely fibre there and we were around it like flies on you know what.
Spinning in a clock tower. It sounds very Rapunzel.
It is. It's very Victorian, isn't it? Yeah. We'll hang our hair out the window.
Yeah.
we do.
Sorry.
Our guild, we meet in a very old building,
that place
local
is
12.
so nice.
It's a bit creepy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go in there by
All the
myself.
doorways are really there, weren't they?
Yeah.
And like we're like 5 foot nothing. So.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
it's
must
quite
be low.
creepy. But it's great. And walking, we have the whole top floor and it's full of looms, weaving looms, and there's everything you can think of in the store cupboard, like wheels and spindles and
As you do.
carders and everything. So Rachel bought her lovely fluff in, and I got this. Oh, it's so lovely. And it's called Raspberry Swirl, 100 grams, 40% merino, 20% alpaca, 20% mulberry silk, and 20% baby camel.
Reminds me of raspberry ruffles.
It really does. We were laughing the other night saying it looked delicious, but yeah, you wouldn't want to lick it. I'm sorry.
Gross.
Things just come out my mouth. I should say.
I went to uni with someone who had a fear of cotton wool because it reminded him of biting a woolly jumper.
That is, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
kind of see it, can't you? There was also somebody who had a fear of celery. But
And we've got like this thing about soup in a mug.
soup in a mug, licking on the top of yogurt, pop, yogurt scum. God, we're rambly today, aren't we? Talking about all sorts of rubbish.
Oh wow.
Oh well, right.
People don't have to watch it if they don't want to.
Right, should we get John back? We've got a giveaway today.
We have.
See you in a bit.
Okay, so we're back and it's time for us to go through the giveaway from last month. So
For
somewhere
the prize,
we've got the prize.
lovely Debbie.
Lovely model. Well done.
So this was our last yarn club.
Well done.
And it's called Nocturnal, and you get
There you
a
go.
mini skein with it of stone washed a sticker, a cup of tea. Well, not a cup of tea, a tea bag.
Yeah. I'm sure you can make your own cup of tea.
Cup of tea
from
might
that.
not go well in
You
the
can make
Yeah.
it yourself, it's fine.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got the ice cream tub of creams.
We asked you what your ideal evening in or out would be.
There were lots of variations
There
on
were
the theme.
loads,
There's
yeah.
definitely a theme going on involving knitting.
Gin,
Most of them
knitting,
involve
chocolate,
knitting and alcohol.
Tea, knitting,
somewhere in
chocolate,
it.
wine,
Yeah.
knitting, chocolate.
Yeah.
But you know, I was quite open to any of the ideas pretty much. So if anyone wants to take
They were
me
some really good suggestions.
cruising in a convertible, sounded quite cool.
That sounded pretty good.
Yeah, do that. Sat in the garden.
Knitting on the porch. That sounded nice.
That sounds lovely. I'd love a porch.
A couple of ciders with
I'm
Kate.
not building you a porch as well.
Ciders
I
with
know.
Kate.
Yeah.
Like that.
Right, are we going to
So
draw
go on,
one?
John.
So here we go.
Fish and chips with Nicola was another idea.
We've done that. Been there.
You've done that one. Right then, the winner is... I haven't got my glasses on.
Oh, I found it.
So, there we go.
Ah,
Tracy
Chorley. Ah,
Pink gin
Pink
and
gin and
knitting.
knitting.
that was in the summer, and cocoa and knitting in the
Cocoa and
winter.
knitting in the
Oh,
winter.
Tracy!
Yay!
Really
Tracy
cool.
has got the
It's
cutest
yours.
girls. I love following her on Instagram.
Oh, has Tracy got
Brilliant.
a little girl called Sabrina? She
She's
likes those tea bags. I'll have to
so-
send her some.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Put an extra tea
Oh,
bag
yeah,
in for
Tracy,
you.
we might come with the parcel and drink some pink gin with you.
Yeah, we'll bring it
Sounds
down.
Sounds really good.
That's brilliant. So yeah, get in contact with us. I probably have got your details somewhere, but with all this data protection stuff going on, I've had to get rid of quite a lot of stuff. So do contact us through Instagram.
Yeah, if you DM us at Birdbox
Birdbox
Podcast.
Birdbox Podcast, and I'll send it to you. How exciting!
Well done, Tracy.
Yay. I
Fantastic.
hope she didn't buy one.
We might have to check that.
Yeah, well, she did.
Well done, Tracy. You're the winner this time round. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
Well, time for us to show you some of the yarn as well. We always say that we try to take photos that do them justice, but
It's very
it does
hard.
look so much better seeing it
Oh,
firsthand
real
as
life.
well.
But you are
So-
very good at photographing your
Quite
yarn.
good.
It always looks really good online.
It kind of helps being a photographer,
Well,
I suppose, as well. So I hope it looks alright.
Yeah, I like
there
it.
we go.
Like it.
Yeah. So over this
Can we
month,
do these first?
which ones? These?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a month of trying some new tonals, really. And here are some of them that Claire is showcasing now.
I cannot believe how much I love that.
Look at these.
I am not
That
a
yellow
girl.
that she's holding up at the minute is
Cabra
called
Scream
Ray.
X.
Yeah, we named it Ray.
We thought it's so hot and so sunny this summer that we really ought to come up with a yarn that remembered that, because you never know when we're going to get
The great
another
heat
summer
wave
quite
of
like it.
2018.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, we should have called it that.
Oh, should have done.
That's
So
sort of
this-
the colour of all the grass at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a lovely, lovely tonal yellow.
Well, this one actually started with all those ideas about trying to come up with colourways that match some amazing designs that are out there. So
Cat
things
Ray
like
yellow.
Caitlin Hunter's Zvide jumper.
Yeah.
I mean, that yellow would look amazing with either of those two greys.
So this is slate and shale, and they're lighter versions of stonewashed as well. So you could make a really nice gradient, but we don't actually have any stonewashed
And
shale.
We are-
you can't go wrong with a good grey.
No, greys
really,
go down really, well.
lovely, and they just look so
Those
good
three
together.
together,
And then throw
amazing.
in that Quiet Waters 5, an amazing
I love a
navy.
navy.
Oh, it's
So
a beautiful navy.
That navy is the only one we've got left from the Quiet Waters fade kit
Yeah.
that I did at the
There
beginning of
are a
July.
couple of mutending, but they're in a package. Not mutending, stonewashing. They're in a package ready to go, but
Yeah.
they do look really lovely together.
This one, this navy, I absolutely love it. I just think it's such a rich
It
blue.
is very rich.
It's beautiful.
It's blowing out a
I
little
think
bit
it's
on
quite
the camera.
difficult
Yeah,
to
it is a little
find
bit.
a really good navy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And hold it up against my top.
Yeah.
It's that kind of colour, you know.
Yeah, it's a bit richer than that. Yeah, I love it. Really
So it's
nice.
just a lovely blue.
Feels very
So
nice.
those are
I
in the
did
shop
say
at
if
the
we
moment.
did that and put a pink with it, it looked like a pencil.
It would do. Yeah. We haven't got a pink tonal. We might have to work on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thinking about pinks,
Oh,
this, I am so chuffed with this one.
oh,
we're going to.
love it.
So this is the latest fade kit that we've come up with.
Oops,
You
that way
are-
We've
round.
got it the wrong way around. So it starts with this one here. These are called Very Berry.
You are becoming a fade
Look at
genius.
Go a bit closer to the camera with those because you can't get the
Let
tonality.
me show you some
is
of the
amazing.
speckles on these as well. If we
That
can
one's like
pick it up,
raspberry
I just
ripple
love
ice
it.
cream.
It's got,
The green bit.
I tell you what, it's not green, it's actually an aqua. It's a beautiful aqua blue popping in there. If I bring it
Yeah,
around here, it's
right,
these kind of
aqua.
speckles. Look at that.
Yeah, really nice. And
So I'm loving that one. So that's number one. Going into the number 2 that picks up on the same colours, just a slightly, well, slightly darker shade, a light pink on there.
Beautiful.
And again, look at these bits here. It is whiting out a bit actually on the camera, but.
And then we have 3, 4 and 5. And they look amazing. It is slightly blowing out on the camera. Yeah, really gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well done.
So really pleased with those. So.
Hold it up like a bouquet, look.
Go on then, you hold them up for me. There you
Gotta
go.
love that. And Stella Knits will be getting hers.
I think
today.
that would make a fantastic fading point actually.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Any fade colour.
Any something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the latest fade kit. There's only a few of those left in the shop at the moment. And then the greens.
Oh,
now,
I love these.
I think you've got to chuck in one of the greys as well with that.
Yeah.
Do you want to pick up
The
other
darker
one? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the slate with these together. Again, look at that.
So lovely. It's blowing out a bit. It's quite difficult.
It is
at the
a bit.
moment. It's
But
quite
I want
I
to
reckon
show
the
you.
navy would look nice with that.
Yeah.
It would do.
Oh my word.
Look at that for a set.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Now these are all in the shop individually rather than as a kit. But this one, I'm loving it. This is
So lovely.
one little speckled frog.
I won't sing it. Don't worry.
So tempting though.
It really is, isn't it?
Oh,
Again, let's try
and
that
I
one there,
love
like that. Come back a
on
bit and we can see that.
speckled log. Oh,
You got that?
so gorgeous.
And in between those two is the smashed avocado, which is a really
it's not
pale.
called eating some most delicious grubs.
It's not, no. Do you know what? I nearly came up with
Should be
another one
called
that was called
delicious
that as well.
grubs.
But the smashed avocado existed before the other two, you see, as did Cooper. So it started with these two, with Cooper
Always looking
and
very
smashed
blown out there.
avocado.
The sun has decided to come out.
Okay, I think we're doing okay. So it's those two, and then we found the other ones to come along with it, which was making a great fade. Look at that. We're boring your backs.
No, I'm just still really tired.
So there you go.
Keeping
Look at that
up.
lovely gradient coming through there.
End of term itis.
And I think with the grey as well,
Oh,
it just looks amazing.
stunning.
Lovely.
So really pleased with those greens.
I love them.
And the last ones to show are actually, everyone on Instagram seems to be taking their knitting to the beach, and they're knitting just socks and things like that they can fit in a bag. So there are some here that they're yours really, and I think they were amazing. So this one,
well, yeah, this is French Earl Grey, which I've shown
French
already in my
Earl Grey,
tenure.
is brilliant, and I love that.
Yeah, I'm really chuffed with that one. It is one of my
Did
favourites.
you talk about these two as well?
No, I didn't.
So this is where you started at the beginning of the month with dyeing up some pastel tones,
I
didn't
just
you?
wanted to do very, very pale and delicate. So this is almost like,
That's blowing out.
kind of like
Yeah, it
Melba,
is.
but
Oh, it's coming through a bit there.
just a lighter. So it goes really nicely with Melba. It's just
Cool.
very light pops of something.
Well, it's pink somewhere.
It is pink.
Oh, magenta.
It is pink.
Yeah,
So like a flamingo pink. So
and this one as well.
salmon-y colour.
So I need to
Love
try
it,
and
very
photograph
pale.
this one again because it doesn't show very well actually in the shop at all. But this is creme anglais, and this one is a really subtle yellow.
Yeah, it's quite tonal. Yeah, again, it's hard to capture. It's just got some
But you've
very
got
like
speckles
brown speckles for the vanilla. It just reminded me of custard, but a nice custard. Nothing out of a tin.
Very nice. So that is about it. That's a lot of the yarn that's in the shop at the moment, and really looking forward to getting busy with dyeing up plenty more over the summer holidays.
Yeah, we've got loads of yarn coming this week.
Plenty of plans for that, so can't wait to get dyeing. And we'll come back and show you what we've been up to in just a couple of weeks' time. You don't have to wait a month for the next podcast. So that's been good.
Yep. All good.
done?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Right, well, we'll see you again in a couple of weeks, and enjoy this hot, sunny weather. We are sat here
Whatever.
melting, so we've managed to get through the podcast. Have a good summer.